Guys, for today, information, practicality, and intelligence never made anyone happy. We have all the information in the world available to us, right? At our fingertips, the internet, we can answer any question we want to. But what is the state of a lot of people today, where a lot of us are just challenged to feel like that deeper level of fulfillment and happiness? What we're doing is a lot of us are constructing this idea of success based on things we see externally, right? We're information gatherers. So we're out there looking around at a bunch of different people and we're saying, okay, this person has this house, they look happy. This person has this car, this person has these relationships, right? They look happy, and we're constructing this idea of what success looks like. And a lot of times we're spending years chasing an idea of success that is just gathered on information. It's our brain doing math about things we think that success is that aren't driven from us internally. And this is a big deal. You can spend a lot of time doing this. I spent years doing this, and there was some validity to that path and some things I learned, but it wasn't optimized. So today we're going to talk about let's make this thing optimized. How can we do that? So the first step we can do toward optimization is we can be a person of accomplishment. And there's two ways to be a person of accomplishment. There is unaligned growth and there is aligned growth. So I want to give you the picture of these clearly because there's benefits to both of them, but you want to be a person of aligned growth. That is most optimal. So unaligned growth is what I'm an expert at. It's like I have this idea of what success looks like we were just talking about, and I'm going to go accomplish things working toward that path. The good part about that is that you do become a person of accomplishment. Like you learn how to be successful in things. You learn how to be consistent and have a daily practice and work the steps of accomplishing something. And that's great, but what it doesn't give you is that deeper core level of fulfillment. And that's essentially what I did. I had a bunch of success, quote unquote, but I wasn't happy at my core. So then there is aligned growth. So this is step number one, unaligned growth and aligned growth. So aligned growth is, I know who I am. I take time to understand who I am intuitively. I have a sense of what my purpose is, what my drive is, and I walk down and chase a path of accomplishment that is an alignment to the deeper part of who I am, right? This is solid, right? Because this is the energy is in the right place. You feel good about it. You have no problem working more because you're enjoying what you're doing, and the steps open up naturally. Energetically, this is the place where you want to be. So this is step one toward true fulfillment, is being a person who knows how to accomplish things. And then the on steroids version of that is I'm doing it in the aligned fashion. So step number two toward real happiness and fulfillment is being that person of a higher vision and purpose. So this may sound like number one, but it's not exactly. Number one is the path to get there. This is, I have a very clear vision in my mind of the person with this higher purpose and vision, what that person looks like, and I'm constantly revisiting that thought in my mind so I know where I'm going. So that vision that you have is what creates your aligned path, because you're I know who that person is. I know how they carry themselves. And the aligned path emerges out of that, so you know what steps to take. So this higher vision for ourselves, I've talked about this plenty of times before, this higher vision for ourselves comes from something greater. And so we have to know what that is, and we have to be adamant that that's what we're chasing and reinforce that in our mind and reinforce it in our mind, right? So the last thing I'll say on this point is you're becoming this person slowly through this aligned accomplishment. But if we think about it at a deeper level, what you're really doing is you're unraveling the layers. Even if you're not thinking about this, you're unraveling the layers of all this external influence that's been on you to reveal the person that's been there all along, which is you at this highest vision. Well, what do you mean by that, Brian? What I mean by that is, I've talked about this before also, you are already that person in some timeline. Like that person, you have full creative capacity to create that person, and you're simply aligning to that timeline and revealing that person, right? So you can think about it in two ways. I'm either taking the steps to get to this place, or I'm simply revealing this person. So going back to the very first point in the beginning, intelligence is not a valid way to seek happiness and fulfillment and to gain it. Information is not. Practicality is not. What is? Being a person of accomplishment, especially aligned accomplishment, and knowing that higher vision for yourself, believing in that higher vision for yourself, becoming that higher vision for yourself, and releasing the layers of external framework to reveal that higher person that you are.